Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Please like, subscribe, all that other stuff that people be saying on their stuff. To keep it thriving. I am Her7, host of the Ghetto Muslim Chronicles. And subhanAllah, I'm here. I truly did not intend to be doing this month. It's the month of Ramadan for those of you who don't know. Subhanallah. I remember when I first became Muslim, and a lot of things you learn and a lot of things you find out that are the ugly truth that make you, I don't know, kind of, missing the beautiful lies. And one thing about being Muslim is we deal with truth. Truth outweighs falsehood, truth will always prevail. Alhamdulillah. Truth ain't always pretty. Truth ain't always good, but it's the truth. This brother asked me, we were having a conversation, what do I think it would take for a woman to get back in her place? A woman needs to stay in her place. SubhanAllah. My response was simply, in order for the woman to get back into her place, you got to get back in yours, bro. Too often, women, and I ain't making no excuses or, nothing like that. This ain't about sex and racism and, sexism and, all of that stuff. This is just right and wrong, what it is and what it ain't. A lot of times we dealing with situations where females, at least the ones I know and where I come from, okay? If it's not like that for you, just sit this one out and listen. But a lot of the times we have a situation where a woman has to step up. If she doesn't, she and everything and everybody around her dies. So she has to, okay? And when a woman has to step up and step out of her place to occupy somebody else's, that's going to naturally cause confusion and chaos. That's going to naturally cause some friction and some conflict, okay? And while she's taking up both of these positions, if you will, it becomes natural. It becomes normal for a woman to, put her femininity, her softness, okay, to the side or on the back burner. Because in order to present to this world, you got to present a certain way. And it can't be. You understand what I'm saying? So when I said this to the brother, I don't know, what it did to him, but it kicked something else into gear. And the brother thought that I was being disrespectful. But again, this just reiterated my point. You understand what I'm saying? So as a woman, I want to be in my place. I want to sit back. I want to be, you have no idea. But the reality of the world and the life we live in today, that's a luxury. Okay? And that brings me to why I'm standing in front of this camera. Okay? When Ramadan first started, I made a dua. I made a prayer. And only Allah know what this prayer was. Only me and Allah know what this dua was. And I tell people all the time, be careful what you ask for, because He will definitely serve it. And you'll be standing there like, what? And it's like, hey, you prayed for this. You asked for this. You specifically requested it. And now you got it. Okay? So deal. And this dua was one that I'll be honest, I was afraid to make, because with my little mind and my little expectations, I don't see how it's gonna be possible. It's one of them, what they call when just this grand big, and so I'm like, yo, Allah, you got it like that. Hook us up. And He hooked us up. SubhanAllah. But it's not what I thought. It's not how I thought. And it's requiring me to pause. They say when you ask Allah for patience, He don't just give you patience. He give you a situation or a circumstance where you have to be patient, where you have to exercise it. And from that, you become more stronger in sabr and patience. And before long, you have the patience that you've been asking for. But Allah didn't just hand it to you. He made you earn it. MashaAllah. And that's sort of like this dua, this prayer that I asked and prayed for. SubhanAllah. Today, somebody hurt man. Or one of mine, I should say. And before I knew it, before I knew it, I was already on to the plan. And this just go to show you how you really have to be present, because it was nothing. It was natural. I just went on, okay, this what you do, this how you, all right, cool. And I was well within the plan before I realized, number one, it's Ramadan. Number two, this is an absolute contrast to what you asked for, to what you prayed for. Okay? And so now I'm stuck. La ilaha illallah. I'm stuck. Because I know what I said in my prayer. I know what I asked for. And I'm at a crossroads now. Okay? Because I want what I asked for. I really do. And I believe that I can have it. I really do. But I'm at a point right now where it's like, you know what? But let me get at this one more time. Let me run through this one more time. And then I'll come back, Just one more time. But when you ask him for something and he give it to you, who the hell are you to deny it? Who are you to turn away from it? Even if it's just for one more time. Ooh, Allah, I need you. I am so weak right now. I need your kindness. I need your clarity, Lord. I need your strength. Because what I want and what's good for me, subhanallah, I don't want to let this get away. And I have to remember that number one, if it's not from Allah, ain't no barakah in it. Ain't no blessing in it. Number one. So you really gonna actually turn away the barakah. Turn away the blessing that Allah is clearly showing you, clearly giving you, to go get wrapped up in some... When you put it like that, you know, it's pretty obvious. But the conflict up in here is not. You know? And when it's presented to you in that way, you know, and I'll just speak for myself. I'll just be honest. When it's presented to me in that way, it's almost like God is like saying, you for real or not? You meant it or not? You was sincere or not? You was just running your mouth or not? Is this really it or not? I don't know if I get the opportunity again to come back to this if I go after that one more time. I don't know if that's still gonna be there the way that it is. You know, you understanding what I'm saying? I'm feeling real small right now because what I asked for, I only told Allah what I wanted. He has it right there. All I gotta do is just... But then at the same time, he presented me with this situation. And it's like, okay, what you gonna do? Which one you gonna pick? So, I'm grateful and I'm thankful that it is the month of Ramadan, because I don't believe I would have paused if it wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't just pause like, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? I was on my way. And it dawned on me. It's Ramadan. It's Ramadan, chick. So it got me to this point. I talked to a lot of new Muslims. I talked to a lot of young ladies who are interested in Islam. I'm always conversing and engaging with people or sisters who feel it. They feeling Islam for real, for real. But it's just this or that, and you know, so we are always, you know, talking and discussing, you know, how to step over those little hurdles and just get into the deen, just get into Islam, and then worry about all that stuff later. And I'm here to tell you, it don't matter if you a new Muslim or if you've been practicing for 20 years. You still have the same test, okay? And so that's what brought me to the camera. That's what brought me to the post, because I don't know this, but I feel like this sister, this is a new Muslim, and I feel like she's looking at me like, oh, you got it so good. You at a point where you could just be da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no, no, no. I still get tested. We all gonna be tested until the last day we take our last breath. And I pray that Allah accepts this from me. That even though I want to do this, I want to go after this, I got to process it in my heart so that I'm not doing it for the sake of Allah. So I got some rearranging to do. I got some prioritizing to do. I got some pride and some ego to dismiss. Inshallah. And I got some big girl decisions to make. And so I wanted to come and be able to share and show, some people might call it transparency. Some people might call it keeping it real. I'm just putting it out there that don't mistake anything or anybody for something so grand or so high that Allah don't test them, don't challenge them, that they don't fall, that they don't get caught up. That's not true. Every single day is a test. Every single day is a challenge. Every single day is a hustle. So this is part of the muscle that we must exercise each and every day until we get to the point where having to choose between what's good for us and what's not. And so many times we go for what's not and just hope for what's good. They never will come together. You have to choose. You have to choose. So for that sister who keeps asking, can I do this? Can I do that? You can absolutely do whatever you feel doing. Do it. Okay? However, if you want the favor of your Lord, if you want to be in the good graces of your Lord, all right? If you want to turn that ratchet into righteous, you got to be willing to make the right choices. And of course, I'm speaking to myself first. We have to be willing to make the right choices. And that takes practice. So especially in the month of Ramadan, you ain't got to get up and have suhoor. You can sleep and wake up and just fast. You don't have to get out and do good deeds, read Quran, and go to the masjid. You could sleep all day if you want it. Wake up, break your fast, do it all again. But where is the structure? Where is the exercising of choosing the good? It's going to take some work. It's going to require some things. It's not as easy as this may seem, but it's going to require you to reassess, focus, and evaluate, number one, your intentions, number two, your means, okay? And number three, what is it going to be like if you don't choose the good? That's the other thing that you got to be prepared for. Allah said you can choose it. Choose it. If you want, sure, go ahead. But be prepared, because you ain't got a clue as to what it comes with. So, without going into too many details, it is quite a bit going on. And this situation that I'm referring to right now is only one situation. So, I'm going to need your prayer. I'm going to need your dua. Lord, I'm going to need your guidance. I'm going to need your strength. I'm going to need your clarity. Ya Allah. I mean, because I want what's good. I prayed for it. Remember? I asked for it. So, inshallah, let's see how it goes. Take this moment, and I'm speaking to myself, as it comes, moment by moment. Try not to worry too much about what is so far down the road, because we don't even know if we get there. We don't even know if we're going to make it down the road. So just take the time to eat just what is in front of you right now. And the more of those little small decisions for good you make, the easier it becomes to see the difference between the good and what's not good, between the good and the bad. Okay. And you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it with the strength and the faith that Allah is going to guide you. He is going to carry you, and before you know it, He is going to bring you to the good. Oh, Allah, I need that. I need it right now. So here we are again. I wanted to share something. I hope I can find it in time. This is a surah that I heard when my sister Khadija, oh Allah, please be pleased with her. She was in the hospital. She was actually on hospice, subhanallah. And we ended up, being there with her, praying for her. And this sister recited this surah at the time that I didn't know it, And subhanallah, I found it. And it just moved me, It was beautiful, and I didn't know what it meant at the time. So when I had the chance to go and look it up and get an understanding, man, sat a sister down for sure. And it is, it's called The Opening Forth. It's Surah or chapter 94. And it has 8 ayat or 8 verses. In Arabic, it is called Ashar. Man. So I'm going to just read it, okay? Bear with me because I know it. I know it now, and I know what I'm about to read. And I'm hoping that I'm able to take heed to it. Bismillah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I'm reading it in English, okay? I'm reading it in English. Well, I know it in the Arabic, but I don't know if I should read it. I'm going to read it in English. All right. Okay. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Have we not opened your breast for you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and removed from you your burden, which weighed down your back and raised high your fame? So verily, with the hardship there is relief. Verily, with the hardship there is relief. There is one hardship with 2 reliefs. So one hardship cannot overcome 2 reliefs. So when you have finished from your occupation, then stand up for Allah's worship. Stand up for prayer. And to you and to your Lord alone turn all your intentions and hopes and your invocations. La ilaha illallah. Now I'm going to tell you why that really resonated with me when I found out what it was and what it meant. So kind of again. When I was studying Islam, my first assumption, if you will, or the first thing that I thought was that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and blessings be upon him, just wrote all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just made it up and just, he was inspired to do something good and thought, let me present something good to humanity. And my first, assumption was, this dude just put some good stuff together and wrote this, and call it that and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I thought that for a while, as I was studying and learning Islam, until I got to a point reading in Quran where Allah would correct him or chastise him or, remind him, dude, I created you. Do what I tell you to do. Say what I tell you to say. And I'm like, if I'm just writing something to make it all good, ain't no way I'm about to, publicize in what I'm writing that I was wrong or that I needed correcting or, you know what I'm saying? And so when I started to see those things in Quran, it became a little bit more real to me that this was definitely something that came from Allah, because only Allah can correct something that way. Only Allah will give the insight, because only Allah knows. Like the situation I just told you, only Allah know what I asked for. So to see it presented in real life, that can't come from don't nobody else know it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making it up. It's a for real, true situation. So it made me realize, oh, okay, this is for real. This is for real. And so this was one of the surahs where Allah was reminding the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, dude, we made you. We got you together. We washed you up and wiped you off. And we put you on in a way. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Don't think we can't take it from you. Don't think that we can't reverse it. Okay? So straighten yourself up. Continue to straighten yourself and just give the message that I'm telling you to give. And when you get through with all that, turn yourself back around towards your Lord with all your praise and all your worship. Okay? And so, la ilaha illallah. That's what the situation I'm dealing with now reminded me of. And so I pray that Allah continue to guide us. I pray that He continue to give us the clarity that we need. I'm pray that He continue to give us the spiritual workout that we so need to attain the things that we really ask for and we really want. And I pray that He give us the understanding that going after the things that ain't really all that is a waste of, number one, time, and it is a distraction from the goodness that we could be doing, from the goodness that we could be having when we turn towards Allah. Okay? La ilaha illallah. I have to say, this sometimes can be cathartic. This could sometimes really be, at least in this time, I ain't gonna project nothing huge, but at least in this time, it was something that helped me see. So, there's this saying, that sometimes you have to be a lion. I think Dave Chappelle said that this is something that his mom used to say to him. And I hope I get it right, but in a sense, sometimes you have to be a lion just so that you can be the lamb that you truly, really are. So in order to have that peace, and in order to have that calmness in your heart and in your life, sometimes you just have to be rah!